welcome to Vivi Knows Best. Here we are, one more week. Yeah, but it's the last one. It's the last one, and I'm so sorry to say that because I'm sad. But we came to an end because this is kind of what we said, that we will be here only for 12 weeks. We make it to 13. And I want to take this opportunity to really thank so much my team. The people who are behind the scenes, particularly Denise, who is the coordinator of all this production, and she is really working so hard for each week you to have these videos. And of course, we came to a point that we need to kind of be on holiday. And today is the 6th of December. Holidays is almost here. I want to wish you an amazing holiday season. But also we need to kind of refresh ourselves, and we're gonna really be doing other projects. And we probably will try to be back in March. But also you've been able to do this magical because you've been here with me each week, putting comments and sharing and everything. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And thank you also to all the team behind that they are there taking care of all the details so we have a video each week. Today I want to talk to you basically about how to make the impossible possible. You see, a lot of impossibles of today, they will be possible tomorrow. And today, this is what I want to do. And I don't want to come from a place of advice or giving you tips today. My objective for the day is to share with you several stories, my personal stories, so you could understand why I'm talking about the impossible become possible. Because I believe that my experience gave me the credentials to speak about it. And I have a lot of witnesses about that because my family, my friends from childhood, some of them, they could be the best witnesses to let you know how many of my impossibles became possible. And this is the big thing that I want to share with you today. And I wanted to encourage you that you make yourself also a story. Make yourself also a story of how the impossible could become possible, because I believe in you. I know you can do it. I did it. You can do it. And it's not enough that you believe you can do it. You need to know that you can do it. And that is important for me today. This is the commitment that I want from you, is that you at least try. Let me share with you that when I was studying with the aim to have a job and then have just kind of something very steady and safe financially, and have a job that I basically have to kill somebody to be kicked out, right? So I made the decision to become a civil servant. I wanted to be the secretary of the city hall. And this, when you study law, you could make an exam, a civil exam, and basically you can have the opportunity to get into the city hall, and this by numbers, and you have to have very high grades in order to get there. So I started the process, but after 3 or 4 months, I was really depressed. And the reason why is because I was following the crowd. Some of the friends that they were in my law school, they were planning to do that. And I thought I will be the same. I will do that because they tell me, oh, you have a safe job, you have this amount of money every month and everything. So I was not thinking about what I want. I was thinking about what is good, according with other people. So I did not really took the chance to even ask myself the question, is this really what you want? But actually, because of my feelings, and I feel so bored, I realized that it wasn't. But at the same time that I was doing that, I was actually finishing my MBA. And in the last classes, it was a class called International Marketing and then Trade and International Business. And I was fascinated. And also in my mind, there was a limited belief that tell me it is not possible to have fun working. From my perspective, it was not possible to have fun working. So working from my perspective was something that you do, like, oh, I got to work and everything, and I get a salary, and then maybe I could have fun the weekends, and that's it. But the truth is that when I realized, and I liked so much this subject, I said, maybe I could have fun. So I just make some research, and I realized that it was an opportunity to have a traineeship to understand better what was international business. And it was 2 institutions. One was ITHEX, was the institution of trade, the Trade Commission of Spain, and the other one was IBEX. It was the Trade Mission of Valencia. So I did both exams and I see what happens. And I remember that in the breaks, people were telling me, it's so difficult to get this because unless that you have connections, you can't forget about to get this. So it is incredible because I end up getting the one in Valencia. And in the exams, we were about 1,500 people. I don't want to exaggerate, but the minimum it was 1,500 and it was 8 internships only. And I got one. Everyone was thinking that it was impossible. People told me impossible, you don't have the connections. I know what they're thinking behind the minds. And the truth is that this is the moment that I started to really put in practice that it depends on what you believe, things will change. I started to visualize myself being there, and it happened. So for me, it was kind of the first test that you can really make the impossible possible. Eventually, when I was in the Spain U.S. Chamber of Commerce, another thing happened. You know, some of you, if you know me a little bit, you will know that I have this passion for fashion, how much I love dresses, and ever since I was a little kid, I collect so many magazines, and Vogue was one of them. I think some of you also know that last year in 2020, September 2020, I was at the cover of Vogue Business. Honestly, this wasn't impossible for me because in 2006, when I started to get in touch with fashion companies and I got to be in these fashion shows, and I remember that I was thinking, oh my God, I must be in a dream because I'm in a show here with Carolina Herrera or with Oscar de la Renta. They were showing their fashion, and then I met all these amazing designers from Spain, and I saw so many things happening at that moment, beautiful things happening in fashion. It was a great moment for fashion. And in that year, in 2006, I was coming from Mallorca to New York. And I saw this documentary called The September Issue. And I saw Anna Wintour, which I admire so much, and I still do. And I saw how everything happened to put together the September issue of Vogue. Could you believe that in 2020, after so many years, I was at that cover? Of course, this was an impossible for me. And I'm going to tell you why it was impossible for me. Because at that time, I was struggling with obesity. I had weight problems, weight management problems, and I was over 200 pounds. And it was kind of impossible that someone from 200 pounds could be connected to fashion. But even that, it happened because an Spanish designer called Amparo Chordá from Valencia granted me the opportunity to be in a runway for the first time with 200 pounds. And that also shifted completely my mindset because I realized that it doesn't matter because I wanted to do it so much and I love it, and it happened. So that changed. And also the fact that years after I was at the cover of Vogue, también means also. You see, I'm thinking sometimes in Spanish. I was thinking, oh my God, this is happening. And it was also an impossible becoming possible. Even when I have these dreams, it seemed to me that I was delusional. And sometimes allow yourself to be delusional, because could you imagine the taste of being delusional and then one day have that peace with you? So this is also an encouragement for you that sometimes you believe in the why nots. Why I should not be there because I was overweight, because I was not fashion-like or whatever. But I was able to do that. And this is the reason why all of us, we have the opportunity to make this impossible possible. For me also was completely impossible to think that one day I will be an entrepreneur and I will work in something that I really love, and I will be kind of the owner of my own time. And I will be able to produce a way to provide for me and my family this way. This was impossible for me to think, but it happened. So it's very important that you connect with this energy of positivity. You see, negative thinking is extremely powerful, but positive thinking is even more powerful. So my invitation to you is that you start kind of erasing that negative belief system and start concentrating the positive. Maybe the negative doesn't go just right away, but concentrate in being positive, because that is extremely powerful. And another note, all of us, we have our walls to climb, our mountains to climb, it is true, and we have work to do. But continue to do it and never give up, because it's going to happen. So this is a little bit of the stories that I wanted to share with you about impossibles becoming possible. And I'm pretty sure that you have the opportunity to do even more than I did. So now that we come into this, just break, a little break that we're gonna take, I just wanted to share with you today that, and of course you have a lot of tips and a lot of advices about how I did it. But in this case, I just wanted to share from my perspective, the more impossible ones that they become possible. And maybe why not to share that even the fact that I'm talking to you right now, from my perspective, it was impossible before. Because I thought that I was the worst communicator and I did not like to speak in public or for a public. And today, this is what I'm doing. So just for you to know that I'm trying to be completely transparent with you and let you know that it's possible. I believe in you. So keep going. I will see you in March. And also have beautiful holidays. Thank you so much again for being there for me. I truly, truly appreciate it. And don't forget one thing, have fun and have a beautiful new year. I'll see you in March. Ciao, ciao.